we're going to learn how to work with Photoshop. And we're just going to learn the basics. Um, Photoshop can be used for many, 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 many things. Graphic designers use Photoshop. Painters use Photoshop. Artists, you name it. People who are into even people who use CAD. People who design things, buildings, could even use Photoshop. So it's a very versatile program. But we will be using Photoshop to create an image, a thumbnail image for um, your for your project that will be going onto YouTube. And specifically, one of the things that we can use Photoshop for is to create a header image on our channel. Do you know what a header image is?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what a header image is in
Is it
your
like
words?
is it like something like, for example, like it's like it's like in your thumbnail, it's like on the cover, and then it says like words about what your video's about or like stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yep, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. When you visit a web page or you visit a channel on YouTube, if you click on that artist's little icon, that little picture of himself, if you click on that, it'll take you to his channel or his page on YouTube. The very first thing you look at, if you look up, will be a long rectangular photo or picture on top of all of the
Oh yeah, yeah,
listings.
yeah, yeah. I see that.
Yeah. Of all the listings of the videos that he has or she has on the channel. So we're going to learn how uh, to create something to put up on top as our header. So there are many things that you can do in Photoshop, and I think it would take many, many months to learn all the ins and outs of Photoshop. And there are many ways to do multiple things in the program. For example, some people might blur one way, and they might there are ways that you can move the background and replace it. And there are just so many things. And many people, the more you work in Photoshop, the more that you will develop your own style and your own workflow and way of doing things in there. So but I'm going to just we don't really have time to go into an in-depth study of Photoshop, but we're going to at least learn the basics. Okay, how many of you have worked in Photoshop already? Andrew. Okay, very good.
Uh,
Angie, did have you worked in Photoshop a little bit?
does Pixar count?
What Angie?
Does Pixar count?
Pixar?
Well, yeah, it's like a Photoshop thing where you add like
Yeah, that counts. That counts because it's you still have to use a paint tool, correct? And a
yeah,
drawing tool, right? Yeah, that
yeah.
yeah, that counts. That's a paint program. Absolutely it counts. Okay. So, I'm going to for the first thing I'm going to do is share my screen with you or share, let's see where it is. There it is. So let me know if you can see this. Can you see what I'm sharing here?
Yes.
Okay. These are all of the tools that are available to us in Photoshop. So, Andrew, how many of these actual tools have you worked with in Photoshop?
I've used um I've used like maybe
I'll see if I can zoom in
a
for you.
quarter of them.
All right, very good. Very good. Oops. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Can you see that a little better now, Andrew, Angie?
Yeah.
Okay. So These are all the tools that are available to us, and I'm just going to quickly just do a rundown of each of these tools, and then I'm going to show you right in Photoshop these tools. But one of the tools you'll find that you use the most would be the pointer tool, which would be, let me see where my annotate is. Okay, this is like the pointer tool. This is like a tool that we use quite frequently. For example, if you're working with the lasso tool, do you know what the lasso tool is?
No.
No, Andrew says he knows. That's okay, Angie. Um, Andrew, can you tell us what you know of the lasso tool?
Like you can select a certain area and then like you can move it, do whatever you want with it.
Exactly right. Yes, it's a selection tool. It's a selection tool. So, for example, say we had the lasso tool and we were done with it and we wanted to quickly get out of it, we would grab our pointer tool and just click on that, and then immediately the lasso tool will go away. So sometimes if you just want away from a tool and you want to get rid of it very quickly, you just click on your pointer tool and it's gone. I've had to do that many times, and I believe this is our pointer tool right here. This is another type of selection tool here, or I'm sorry, this is our path selection tool. I want to be specific with you, but this is our pointer tool. And in CC, this has changed a little bit. We don't see the pointer in here. We just see the move. It's called the move tool. Okay, and this is the another type of lasso tool. These are different lasso tools. This is a magnetic lasso tool. So if you ever want to grab something very quickly, the magnetic lasso tool, say for example, I had a picture of a face and I wanted to very quickly just get the outline of that face. If you click on that, it like a magnet, it will find the defining line in that area and it will select it. It'll put a little magnetic grasp. It'll grasp your line. Um, Andrew, have you ever experimented with the magnetic lasso tool?
No.
It's fun. It's fun. And Angie, do you have an idea what I'm describing with the have you do you know what a magnetic do you know what a magnet is? When a magnet,
Yeah, I
have
know.
you ever played with magnets before? How they grasp each other? Well, that's what this tool is, just
Mhm.
like that. It's just like that. Okay. So, what do you think we use these tools for?
To draw stuff.
Yeah, yeah, to draw stuff. So this is our brush tool and our pencil tool. We can use our brush tool to paint and our pencil tool to sketch and create things with. Back over here, we have a healing brush tool. Um, how many years ago, well, not many years ago, but a few years ago, I used to do a lot of corrections on photography, healing old photos and fixing old photos. Have you ever seen any photos that from years ago that have cracks in them? Maybe your grandparents' photos, your parents' photos. They're folded and somebody cracked it. Have you ever seen any photos like that?
I think I did.
Yeah. Well, those photos are very important to us, and we don't want to lose them. So, there's something I like to do. It's called photo preservation. If there's a little crease in someone's face, you can take this healing brush and rub it on that crease, and it'll magically disappear. So, this is another fun tool that comes in handy. Then this is a clone stamp tool. If there's a background that we want to duplicate, we just click on that and we can carry that background in little, depending on the size of our brush, we can copy our background in different places. And what do you think we do with this?
Erase stuff.
We erase things. We erase stuff. Very good. Something we don't like, we erase it. And of course, we have our Horizontal type tool. What's a horizontal type tool? Do you know what a type tool is?
Well, a type tool is to type stuff.
To type, we add our fonts, we add our words. Yeah. Andrew, have you used the type tool in Photoshop?
Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. And we have our dodge, our burn, and our sponge tool. These we can lighten or darken a part of a photo or an image. We're not going to be doing too much with photos, but we'll touch on those a little bit over the next 2 weeks. We have our gradient tool. That if we want to make a rectangle, make it go from light to dark, it makes a nice effect. The gradient tool, and this is the history brush tool. We can go back in history of what we had created, and we can undo it, or we can just see if there's something we didn't like. We can remove it from our history and remove it from our composition that way. There's the blur, sharpen, and smudge tools, which always come in handy. And these are our rectangle, rounded rectangle, and ellipse tool. What do you think these are?
Uh, I have no idea.
You have no idea? Andrew, what do you think these are?
Which ones? The
Uh, right here.
oh, that's the colors.
Those are the
Oh,
colors. Very good. So if we click on these, whatever one is on the top, that is going to be the color that is going to be put into whatever we're working on. So in this case, it's black. We can click on that, which will bring up our palette, and we can select from a variety of colors and use whatever color that is. If we don't want that color on top, we double click these little arrows, and these two will switch spots, and then the white will be on top. And we can double click on that, and we can choose another color from our palette. Okay, so this is just a basic overview of the different tools. I think it's very important to have an idea of what some of these tools are. And like I said, it takes a while to learn all of these tools. Uh, so a lot more time than we have in our course, but at least this is just a general overview. I want to do another share with you, and I'm going to actually bring up the Photoshop program. Okay, so do you have your program up too, Andrew?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So it installed very quickly, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And Angie, can you see the program?
yes.
Can you see it on my screen share? You can see the screen share?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So I've prepared a few things for us to work with today, and I'm going to open up just a simple file. And if you want to create one too, Andrew, you can. I just, the way I started this, I just clicked on File, New, and I just created a simple 7 by 5. Just you can just leave it at default. You can I have the orientation landscape, so you can, if you want to, and then you can just create one to follow along.
Okay.
Okay. And Angie, never to worry. I'm going to give you mouse control so you can get the feel of it on my computer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And so I just named this file Class 1 PSD. And you'll notice here PSD is the file name extension for Photoshop. So anytime you see that, that means it's a Photoshop file. So the first thing we're going to do, so here's that move tool, and you can see it's a little bit different than what was pictured, although you can see the little pointer here. But if we had a turtle on our paper and we wanted to move it from one of the layers, we would just click on it with this tool and we would move it. And that's something else. Before we continue, I want to show you that's very important. Did you create your file, Andrew?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So, Andrew, can you see along with me? And in addition, Angie, can you see? Let me see if I can annotate on my program here. Let's just see if I can do this. All right, I think I can. Right here, where it says background, can you see that, Angie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Andrew? Okay, very good. What do you see here?
A
So
lock.
It's locked. It's locked. So when it's locked, we can't do anything to it. So one of the first things we want to do is we want to unlock that by double clicking on it, and it says new layer. What one of the beautiful things of one of the most beautiful things about this program is we can work in layers, and layers are non-destructive. That means if we import a photograph, we never have to touch that photograph. We can create layer upon layer upon layer and make all the changes that we want, and we never have to harm our photograph. So when we open this up, we're going to see new layer. So we want to name our layer. So Andrew, you can name your layer whatever you want. Okay. Uh, I'm just going to keep it background, just so I know that that's the bottom of all the layers. So I'm just going to keep it background, but you can name yours whatever you want that's helpful to you. Okay, so I've unlocked that. And if we don't want to see the background, can you see what does this look like right here?
An eye.
An eye. Very good. So what do you think is going to happen when I click that?
The layer is gonna disappear.
It's gonna disappear. Yeah. Yeah. And then we see these checkerboards. So that means that indicates to us there's nothing there. And anytime we see that when we're working in Photoshop, that also indicates to us a transparency. So it's transparent, meaning we can see right through it. And you'll learn about that when if we have time to touch on transparent GIFs and PNGs. Okay, so here's our background. So the first thing we're going to learn about, we're going to dive right into the fun stuff. Okay, in any program, here is our brush tool. One of the most that's the thing I like to dive into first. Anytime I start to paint. So Angie, can you see the brush tool right here?
Yeah.
Okay, and Andrew, can you also click on your brush tool like I'm doing?
yeah.
Okay, good. So let's click on that brush tool. And if you right click on that, there are different tools that you can choose from. There's brush tool, pencil tool, color replace, and mixer brush tool. So we're just going to use the straight up brush tool tonight. And if you go straight up to the top, Angie, can you see that with me? We're going straight up to the top and we're going to click next to the brush. Do you see that circle there?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see that circle? We're going to change the size of the brush, okay? And Angie, I want you to remember this because after I do this demonstration, I want you to do that too, okay? So
Okay.
can you remember what I'm doing? Because Andrew, I'm going to trust that you're doing the same thing on your Photoshop program, okay? I can't see
Yeah.
what you're doing, Andy. So, oh, I'm sorry. Is it okay to call you Andy? Or
I prefer Andrew.
you prefer Andrew. Okay, Andy just came out. I think because it was shorter to say. So Andrew, I'm going to trust that you're doing this too, even though I can't see it. So, but I think Andrew, I'm going to give you mouse control too, just so you can show me you're doing this. Okay.
All right.
Are you okay with that, Andrew? Okay. All right. So here I'm adjusting the size. And let's see what we have on our paper. Okay. Do you see the type of brush strokes we have there?
Yeah.
Okay, does it look clear to you or does it look or does it look a little blurry?
Well, it looks a little blurry,
It
the brush, but
it
the tools look fine.
yeah, it looks okay. So there are times that we might want to use that blurry look. That's called feathered. The outline is feathered. So if we want to change that, go back up to this circle and we will see here hardness. So the hardness is the whole way over to the left. If we move that up to the right, let's see what happens. Ah, does it look blurry now?
No.
No, it's nice and crisp. So what do you think I would do if I want to make my line thicker? Andrew, what would I do?
You would go up and make the size larger.
Make the size larger. That's right. So we're going to go maybe up to 158. Let's see what this looks like. Wow, that's a lot bigger. Okay, do you see how we change that brush size?
Yeah.
And we also have lots of different brushes to choose from. So there are so many things. This program is so versatile. There are so many things. So if we click on that top folder, we see general brushes. We see soft round, we see hard round. We have a soft round pressure size. Many kinds of brushes, and we can go from the hard to the soft. That Okay, and let's get back up and let's see if I can go in the next folder here. Oops, where did it go? Did you see how quickly that disappeared? Okay, so here we have dry media brushes. And that just got away from me again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I just double clicked on that and that came up over on this side here. So there are many different kinds of brushes to choose from. Brush tips, dual brush, um, noise, wet edges, buildup. So there are so many different effects that you can make with these. So let me put that back here and we're going to go to dry media. Okay, so let's select the Kyle Ultimate Charcoal Pencil. So, and I think this is a good time to show you how to select various colors. So let's look up to the top right. Can you see up here in the top right?
Yeah.
This is our color palette, and this is where we'll select different colors. So let's select something that looks a little like a pencil and come over to our paper. So do you see how that looks a little bit like we're drawing with a graphite pencil?
Yeah.
Do you see that, Andrew? Do you see that?
Yeah,
Are you able to change your color?
yeah,
Okay, very good. Good. All right. So what we've done so far, Angie, I'm going to let you go first because I know that Andrew is able to do this on his program there. So if I want to get rid of all this, I can either click undo and I'd have to do it many times. So, as with anything else, there are various ways that we can remove what I've done. But the easiest way is to just go to the eraser tool. And that's right here where I'm clicking. Can you see that, Andrew? And
yeah.
and 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 Angie? Okay. So we're going to just erase this. And again, we can make the eraser tool very big and we can erase it ourselves uh, very quickly. Oh, and we're erasing the background with it. Okay, so we don't want to do that. Okay, we want to just now, do you see the mistake I made? Andrew, what
Yeah.
mistake did I make? What mistake did I make?
You drew the lines on the background.
Exactly. I should have made a new layer. Very good, Andrew. I should have made a new layer and I didn't. So when I did that, it erased the background. So what I'm going to do is just click undo since I didn't do that many. brush strokes, and I'm just going to add a new layer. So Angie, I want you to watch, and Andrew, do you know how to make a new layer?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So Angie, this do you see what I clicked right here?
Yeah.
The little finger, the little pointer finger is. I clicked on that and I just made two layers. Okay. So I'm going to make one. I'm going to name it Angie. And I'm going to name the other one Andrew. So these are your layers. Oh, excuse me. So Angie, you're going to go first.
Okay.
And let me just undo. Let me get rid of what I annotated here. Let me just erase that. We don't need that there anymore. Okay. So I am going to give the remote to you. And Angie, don't worry about making a mistake. I want you to get comfortable in the program. Just go through the steps like I did and get the brush tool. If you have any trouble, I'll help you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let me give remote control to you, Angie. Do you see it?
Yeah.
All you have to do is accept and you can draw away.
Wait,
Very
how do I?
good. Go ahead, just get the feel for it. Get the feel for it. Now go up. That's it. The brush tool, keep going up, up, up one more.
Oh yes.
Right there. There you go. So click on the brush and I have it set on charcoal so you can pick out whatever you want. So let's move over just one. I want you to adjust. There you go. I want you to adjust the size. And you see you don't have the hardness there. That's because we have the charcoal. So there, oh, you got it. Very good. You got it. And she's going to change the color. You can choose red, purple, pink, yellow. All right. You're doing great, Angie. Are you sure you haven't done Photoshop before?
Never. Well,
You're doing wonderful. Good
wait.
job.
Oh, it's on erasing the image.
That's it. You're right.
Okay, that was weird. It was on erase.
Yeah, if you okay, wait a minute, Angie. This looks somehow this looks like it's on eraser. Okay, I'm grabbing the mouse too. Let's go up to the that's it. You've got it on paintbrush now. Okay. See it went on eraser. Okay. Now, okay. All right, very good. So if you go over very good. Okay. All right. How does that feel, Angie?
Feels good.
Yay! Nice smile. All right. So you can go ahead and keep practicing. Andrew, are you practicing at the same time?
Yeah.
Good. Very good. Good students here. All right. So Angie, let me see you change the softness and the hardness.
Okay.
Okay. So let's add a little more of a feathered look to that. And let's make the brush big, make it bigger. And let's go get some light blue and make a sky. Can you do that? Whatever blue you like.
Oh,
Whoa! You know why it did that? It looks very pretty. The brush is huge. Look at the number there, Angie. Look at the number.
oh my.
5,000. You made it 5,000. Now we know. If you click on edit and undo.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
That's okay. Take your time. Undo and click undo again.
Wait.
Oops. That's okay. Take your time. Good. Okay, now let's make it a little smaller. That did look pretty though.
Yeah.
Now yeah, there you go. There you go.
That should be good.
All right. Oh, I'm so excited to see this. Oh, that's so pretty. That looks like spray paint. Doesn't that look like an airbrush or spray paint?
Yeah, it does.
Very pretty. All
Oh,
right. Andrew, what are you drawing behind the scenes?
I was just drawing some letters.
Some letters. I wish we could see your letters. I wonder if there's a way that you could share your screen to show us your letters.
well,
I'm on two different computers right now, so I
Oh,
can't.
you can't anyway. Okay. All right. Well, maybe you can recreate that on here when it's your turn, okay? All right. And Angie's having a blast here. All right. So now I think that's the sun.
yeah.
Ooh, very pretty yellow. I love your choice of yellow.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. That good job.
And then one more thing.
And some clouds. So see, being able to change the hardness and the softness of the brush, it helps in situations like this when we're creating clouds or the sky. Um, if something's farther away, we would use that softer because it's a little more blurry. If something's
Yeah.
closer, we want it to be more crisp and hard. Yeah. Okay. So that cloud gives us the appearance, it gives us the impression that it's closer to us, and those that are a little blurry are farther away. So you're creating what's called depth. Depth. You're creating depth in your picture. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
It's my picture.
All right. Okay. So, Angie, are you done with your picture?
Yes.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do, Angie? This is your first Photoshop picture. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this as Angie. Oh, that's not how you spell Angie.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Angie. Okay. So let me save this as Angie. Hey. Hey. All right. Well, remember what I said about when you click on the mouse? That makes whatever is sticking uh, to your mouse, it makes it go away when you click on that pointer. So I'm going to click Save As, and I'm going to save this on my computer, and I'm going to name this file Angie. That's Angie's first Photoshop. All right, Andrew, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I put Angie's name on Andrew. What did I do there? Let me put. Okay, let's see. How did Angie get on there? Oh, I know. That was done with our annotate tool. Okay. That was our annotate tool. Okay, ready, Andrew? Let me clear yours, and Andrew, I'm going to give the remote to you.
All right.
All right, can you see it, Andrew?
Yep.
Okay, very good. And there you don't have to go through the steps exactly the same way, just so that you um, uh, go through each of those that we had touched upon. So there's your brush tool.
I'm gonna draw a strawberry.
All right. Okay, Angie, let's sit back and enjoy the strawberry show. You ready? It's going to make us hungry, I think. I'm going to get hungry. I love strawberries. That looks good already. Summer's coming. Do you
Yeah.
do you ever pick strawberries in the summer?
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't we
I
don't
do.
we don't pick exactly strawberries.
What do
We
you?
pick well, we do like strawberries, but we don't pick them because we never find like the farm for them.
Oh, really? Where
Yeah.
where do you get your strawberries at?
Well, we get our strawberries from a store, but we pick cherries from like farms and stuff.
Oh, fun. Yeah, farm fresh fruits and vegetables are the best. And that's the time of year that's coming. Andrew, your strawberries making me hungry. I may have to go to the store and get try to find some strawberries after class.
Hmm.
Wow, very nice. See, I've got my little strawberry here. My little squishy strawberry. Oh, that's nice. Andrew, you're just switching colors very quickly here. Good job. Now, Andrew, as you get to the bottom, let me see you adjust your brush and make those little dots smaller. Can you do that? Let me show me you can adjust that size. There you go. There you go. That's it. Because as we get down toward the bottom, they're going to be just a little bit smaller because that's farther away from us. Okay, very good. All right, awesome. Strawberry. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to name this file Andrew. Oh, Andrew, guess what you did?
Hmm?
We drew it on the background.
You did what I did. You drew it on the background, Andrew.
That's fine.
Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to switch around Andrew and the background. We're going to name this file background, and we're going to name this file Andrew. Those are the tricks of the trade. So that's how we can easily fix this. So with this background, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to save this as Andrew.
Also, quick question:
Yes,
what's like the editing app called? The one that you're using?
the editing app.
Yeah, the one that.
Um, uh, I'm not sure if I know what you mean. This
It's
program
called
where
Photoshop.
yeah, this is Photoshop. You didn't know that?
Oh, okay, I forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is Photoshop. Okay. Yeah, you had me confused there. I wasn't sure what you were referring to. Yeah, this is Photoshop. So, okay, we just saved Andrew's file. Now, what we're left with here is our empty background. Now, I'm going to show you a quick way that we can fill this background. So, we're going to click on Edit, Fill, and if we want it to be white, we see over here toward the left, this is black. We're going to click on those two arrows that I said to you earlier. Let me do that now. We're going to click on that and make our white first. So click on Edit, Fill, and Foreground Color. It's going to be white. So that's an easy way to make the whole thing white. So there's our white background. Do you see how easy it was to create that?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're just going to save this again as class one, just our plain white, plain white. Yes, we want to replace it. Do you see how I saved that file?
Yeah.
Okay, do you think you can do that?
Well, the app costs $405 for some reason it says that.
Um, if you're a student, you're both students. So if you wanted to get the Creative Cloud, it's $19 a month for a student. So you don't have to pay $400.
Well,
Um,
it actually costs $119.
no, not if you sign up as a student. You have to go to the Adobe site. But Angie, you don't have to. And next week I'm going to share a program with you that's very similar to Photoshop, and you can do the same thing with it. And if I can remember, I don't have it in front of me right now, but I'll share that with you next week. So you don't have to worry about that. And if I could,
Okay.
let's see. See if I can find this here for you. Okay. All right, Angie, I did find it. Um, okay. Okay, Angie, I'm going to share this screen with you. Uh, just because if you don't have Photoshop, then okay, let me share this with you. And you can go to this right now if you want to, and then you can follow along with Andrew and I if you want, since Andrew has it.
Okay.
Okay, so let me share this with you. Okay. Okay. Can you see that, Angie?
Yes.
If you go to freephototool.com, this is very, very similar to Photoshop. It has almost all the same tools, and you can create PSD files in there. Um, for the short duration that we're going to be using Photoshop. If you won't be getting it, I don't want you to not be able to practice or work on things after class. So if you go to freephototool.com, there's nothing to download. You use the program right online, and when you save the file, you want to save it onto your computer. And Andrew, do you want to make note of this too, just in case maybe you don't have access to your computer and you want to use a Photoshop, a tool
I
that,
have I have GIMP.
oh, you have GIMP. GIMP is another good tool. Okay. But if you're ever out, say you don't have access to your GIMP or your computer or whatever,
Oh,
and
GIMP is on my laptop.
oh, it's on your laptop. Okay. All right. Well, you're good to go, Andrew.
I also
Okay.
have that website bookmarked.
Okay, good. Very good. So you already have it. So Angie, if you make note of this, and you can go there right now. So when we have homework, um, you'll have access to this. Okay. I don't know if your mother's or father's planning on getting that for you, but can you see it, Angie?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So if you're on that site, then I'm just going to stop share and I'm going to go back to Photoshop. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go back to Photoshop.
Okay.
Okay, and let me shrink this so I can see
What
both
are
of you. Where did you go?
these
Are
from?
you okay, Angie?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, what we're going to do is bring up a photo that's already in the making. Just we just want to take a look at some of these selection tools before we say goodbye. So, okay, this is the lasso tool. Can you all see my screen again?
Yeah.
So Angie, that's something that you can practice in when we're done, when we're offline. But I'm going to let both of you use my mouse again so that I can see that you know how to do this. So we're going to go to that magnetic lasso tool. So the lasso tool itself, when you draw around something, it will select it. So can you both see what I'm doing? Andrew, have you ever practiced with the lasso tool?
Oh, I've
Yeah.
actually seen that tool before.
Yeah, have you seen that too? So
Yeah.
what we can do, say we don't want that on there, we just click edit and cut. And we can just cut that right out of the picture if we don't want that. Um,
Um,
so
I don't have the lasso tool on the free Photoshop.
you should.
How does it look like?
Let
Yeah,
me
I don't
see.
have that.
Yeah, you do. Let me find it for you. If you click okay, you have the exact same tools. Do you mind if I share this again, Andrew, to help Angie?
Sure.
I don't want you to feel neglected, Andrew. Okay. Um, Let me share this again just so I can. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, so, okay, can you see my screen, Angie?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see where I'm putting the mouse?
Oh,
So
that's the lasso.
hold,
Ah.
yeah, put your mouse there and see how you can click all of these.
Yeah, I see.
That's the same way that you can open them up in Photoshop. They're not automatically there before you. You have to click and hold, and all of your selections, all of the different tools that you can access are right underneath there. So here's the magnetic lasso tool. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
I'm using it right now.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop share again and go back to Photoshop here. Um, so the magnetic lasso tool, I've used this many, many times. It comes in very handy. So I'm going to click on my move tool and actually I'm going to click undo lasso tool. It's a little bit quicker right now. So the magnetic lasso tool, I want to remove just one flower. So I'm going to click close to that petal. And do you see how it's just selecting right right where I click, but it lays itself gently down on the edge.
Yeah.
Can you both see that?
Yeah.
All right. Andrew, can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So we can literally select this whole flower and cut it. Do you know how to cut it? Andrew, Angie? We click edit, cut,
Ah,
or control X.
okay.
So we just cut that whole flower out and we can paste that flower wherever we want. We can put it up in the sun. We can put it here in the grass.
Wait, but what happened to that giant chunk of transparent?
Well, what it's doing is it's showing the background there. Something else that we can do is undo move, undo paste, undo cut. But guess what's still on my clipboard? What do you think's still on my clipboard? Andrew, Angie? What's a clipboard? Do you know?
It's like the stuff that you've copied and
Very
that you can
good.
paste.
Yes, very good. It's the things that I've copied, they go to my clipboard on my computer. And I don't want that flower selected anymore. So I'm going to click select, deselect from the top. Then I'm going to click edit and paste. So we can still paste flowers all over the place.
Wait, we could just press Control V instead of go to edit.
We can press control V. Like I said, in this program, there are many ways. There are many ways to do many things. Um, I like to use my mouse rather than use my keyboard because I don't like to take my eyes off of my work. But that depends on the way you like to do things. Andrew, Angie, there are certain ways you want to create a workflow for yourself that works for you. Something that you can get your project done, you can get it done quickly. Maybe for you, you like to use the keyboards. Andrew, what do you like to do? Do you like to use the keyboard shortcuts, or do
Yeah.
you like to use the
I
mouse?
I like to use a keyboard.
Okay, yeah. So everybody's different, and there's no right or wrong way. There's no right or wrong way. And I can use it to Control V. Um, but I like using my mouse. There's just something about I like the feel. I like to be able to do that with the mouse and the feel of it. So we can put those flowers anywhere on here, and I want to change the size of it. So I'm going to click Edit, Free Transform. And do you see the little squares around my flower?
Mhm.
So I'm going to click my Shift key because I don't want to change. I don't want to change the shape. I want to keep it the exact same look. I want it to keep. I want to keep that same ratio. But I'm going to click Shift and hold, and I can make it smaller without it changing shape. Okay, and it doesn't
Well,
seem.
it kind of did change
Yeah,
it.
it did, and I'm clicking my Shift key, so I'm not sure what happened there. So let's see. Maybe it's Control on the Windows. I use a Mac a lot. Okay, let's try again. Mac and Windows are different. There we go. It's Alt on Windows. Okay, so there it just kept the same ratio. So Andrew
Yeah.
and Angie, I'd like you both to try this. I want you to select one of those flowers and see each time I pasted a flower, it created a new layer for each of those flowers. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want each of you, Andrew, this time, since Angie went first last time, Andrew, I'd like you to go first this time. And we're almost out of time, but I would like you to show me how to make that flower smaller like I just did. So I'm going to give you the remote control, Andrew, and just take any one of those layers, any one of those flowers, and I'd like you to make it smaller like we just did. Yeah, just go over to the layer. There you go. Yep, whatever one. 7, 6, 5. Can you see it there?
Yeah. Was it this one?
No, you want to go down. Just click on one of those layers. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Wait. I clicked on one.
Okay. So go back up to the flower.
Yeah.
So now move the flower. You'll see you have it selected. See? Okay. Now click. Now what I want you to do is transform it. Make it smaller or bigger. Okay. Now how did I do that? Do you remember?
Um, no.
Go up to edit.
Edits.
Free transform, and there are many ways that you can scale and make an object bigger or smaller, but for
Oh, yeah, there.
yeah, so if you wanted to keep that ratio, very good. You click your alts depending on whether you're on a Mac or a Windows. Very good. All right, Andrew, good job. And Angie, I'd like you to pick a flower and do the same thing, okay? Very good, Andrew. And let me give this to you, Angie, before we say goodbye. All right, Angie, can you do that now? Just pick a layer, pick one of those flowers. All right, good job. See, when you select that layer, it'll move wherever you want.
Now we go to
Click
edit.
Edit, Free Transform, and Control T. Oops, that's okay. You want to click close that. Yeah, there you go. Now click Edit again.
Edit.
Yeah, you just accidentally clicked the wrong. Keep going down, down. Free transform right there. Control T. If you're nope, that's perspective warp.
And
Free
it's not letting me.
Yeah, what is happening there? Let me see. Wait a minute, Angie. Let me oh, we've got a what do we have there? Okay. No worries. Okay. See where free transform.
I'm I'm pressing that and
I
it's
see what you mean.
happening.
How about oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Let's click our don't apply. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's try that again, Angie.
Okay, now I think this is good.
There you go. You got it. Oh, it's that perspective tool again. Okay, let's get rid of that. Why does that keep coming up? Okay. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay.
Alright.
Edit. And there you go. Got it? There you got it. Okay.
Okay.
So you remember if you're on Windows, click Alt. Wow, a nice big flower. There you go. Awesome. All right. Wonderful. Okay. So you click Shift if you're on a Mac, Alt if you're on Windows. Okay. So next week, what we're going to do is we're going to create an image for our video that we'll be uploading on YouTube. Okay. So I want you both to be thinking of some ideas, something that would be nice. Our video is going to be animal themed. So I'd like both of you to think of something that we can create to use as an image that would attract our viewers and make them want to look at our video regarding animals. Okay, so when you think of animals, I want you I want you to share something next week that you think would be interesting for the viewers to make them want to look at our video. Okay, can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Andrew and Angie, it was so nice to meet both of you. I will see you next week, same place, same time. And we're really going to get our hands dirty next week, and we're really going to dig into making that cover photo, okay? Making that
Okay.
cover thumbnail as well. So I'll see both of you next week, same time, same place. And Angie, if you want to practice with that Photoshop tool.com, you go right ahead, just save the images on your computer, okay? And Andrew, maybe you can share with us some of the things you create next week, okay?
All right.
Okay. All right. Both of you have a good night, and I'll see you next week.